Hello everyone, this is Chris, and a year ago today, as of release of this video, we've seen the Minecraft Live event happen, along with the Caves and Cliffs update announced. And over this past year, we've heard about things being delayed and things being split into separate updates because of the complexity of it, but one thing, or a handful of things, we have yet to see still inside of betas and snapshots a year after it was announced is the Warden and the Deep Dark. And I figured inside this video, I would reflect over this past year and compile all the information we do know about the Warden and the Deep Dark. Even though there isn't much of it right now, there is still enough to cover it over and give us a decent idea as to what we could expect. And to start off, let's look at this footage we have seen way back in Minecraft Live, which I'm absolutely certain that everyone has seen 1,000,001 times, where we see one guy going down into the Deep Dark and being attacked by Warden, and we can see that even with netherite armor on, which is what this guy is wearing, it still takes the whole brute force of this one Warden to absolutely annihilate the player. And that's because the Warden, in some ways, is sort of like a natural disaster, as some of the developers have said, where it can be avoided, but if you do come in contact with it, then it will hit back, and it will hit back hard. And for a mob of this caliber, it's sort of expected it to be sort of like a boss mob, where the second you kill it, it actually drops some sort of rare thing or something you could actually use in the future, or at least a trophy of some sort. Well, that's not actually the case. The Warden will not be dropping anything. It might drop experience, but other than that, that's pretty much everything you're going to get. The thing you're going to want to try and get, from the looks of things, is treasure chest loot down below. As we can see again in this one footage right there, this might be the thing you might be trying to get to. We have no idea what this treasure could be at all. We have no idea yet, but that's presumably going to be the case. There's going to be some form of structure that the Warden is going to be guarding, and the player is going to have to try to work its way into it without disturbing the Warden. And speaking of things underground, the thing the Warden is going to be inhabited in is the Deep Dark, and surprisingly, we actually have a small bit more information than we have of the Warden, because we do know there are going to be several different types of, I guess, blocks you're going to be able to find underneath the ground inside the Deep Dark. And one of the few blocks we've actually seen that's going to be related to the Deep Dark is actually the Skulk sensor, which is basically going to be wireless redstone, where any sound or any vibration that happens will activate it and will send a redstone pulse out. There's many properties related to the Skulk sensor, such as wall occlusion or things like that, but yeah, wireless redstone is the main selling points of this one block. However, that's pretty much all we know about this one block. We don't know how it spawns or how frequently it's going to spawn inside the Deep Dark. All we know is that it is going to be a part of the Deep Dark. And even though that's everything we know publicly about the Deep Dark, there have been some hidden files inside of the coding, which gives us a general idea as to what other types of blocks we can expect. And here they are. We have the Skulk sensor, which we've already seen inside the betas and snapshots. We have the Skulk catalyst, we have the Skulk block, the Skulk shrieker, and the Skulk vein. At a guess, I believe the Skulk block is going to be crafted into Skulk veins, or Skulk veins might grow out of one of these types of blocks. We could theorize about what they could do literally all day, but yeah, as far as we know, that's literally all we know about the Deep Dark and the Warden. Not too much information for an entire year of waiting on it, which is kind of amazing. The hype must be built up pretty high for this one mob and the Deep Dark. But yeah, if they are working on this entire time, it must be it hopefully will be paid off in a pretty satisfactory way. I heard they didn't want it to be another Phantom, where when you go down to the Deep Dark it gets super annoying. So hopefully whenever we do see it, it will be something which actually does pay off all the hype which has been building up. But yeah, for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.